Welcome back to a new episode of Wheels of History. Before diving into today's story, we invite you to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this one. For you, it's just a small gesture, but for us, it's crucial for continuing to share the stories of vehicles that have shaped history. Today, we'll uncover the story of the Motom. The Motom 48 is one of the most iconic mopeds in the history of Italian post-war motorization. It was a product that successfully combined technical innovation, functional design, and an extraordinary ability to meet the needs of an Italy rebuilding its economy and industry. Known especially for its four-stroke engine, the Motom 48 was one of the first moped models to achieve lasting success, remaining in production from 1947 to 1971. Its history is marked by a series of challenges and innovations that turned it into a legend of the sector. In the immediate post-war period, the increasing demand for individual motorization, within a context of economic scarcity, led to the creation of micro-motors that could be attached to bicycles. However, the difficulties associated with the lack of suspension and the instability of certain adaptations encouraged the evolution towards fully designed mopeds, with engines and frames optimized to offer better performance. The first example of this new generation was the Guzino 65cc, introduced in 1946, followed in 1947 by the Motom 48. The latter stood out for its four-stroke engine, an exception for this engine displacement, preceded only by Ducati's Cucciolo. The second O in Motom was emphasized to reflect the official pronunciation of the time. Beyond its engine, designed by Battista Falchetto, an engineer who had worked for Lancia, the Motom was notable for its stamped sheet metal frame, an innovative solution that would set a standard in the industry. On this subject, Antonio Meucci, designer of the Guzino, claimed that the same stamped sheet metal solution had been proposed to Carlo Guzzi as an alternative to the tubular frame adopted for the Guzino. However, the circumstances that led to this solution being used in the production of the Motom remain a mystery. The Motom 48 was born from the vision of the Motom company, founded in Milan in 1947 by a group of entrepreneurs, including Ernesto Frua de Angeli. This company stood out as one of the first to produce mopeds with a modern industrial approach, responding to the growing demand for lightweight vehicles. The project, inspired by the passion and experience of engineers and technicians from the automotive sector, was based on a four-stroke engine that ensured greater durability and better efficiency compared to the more common two-stroke engines. After a few prototypes, the first Motom, called the Motomic, was presented at the Geneva Motor Show in 1947. The name derived from the abbreviation of Moto Atomica. From a technical perspective, the Motom 48 was an advanced moped but not without issues, such as the Weber carburetor and the placement of the magneto, which sometimes compromised reliability. What set it apart from motorized bicycles was the technical complexity of the four-stroke engine and the use of expensive materials like brass for the fuel tank and electron alloy for some mechanical components. These elements, while technically impressive, influenced the final price of the moped, making it initially less accessible to the general public. To improve competitiveness, production processes were optimized, costs of materials were reduced, and certain construction steps were simplified. In addition to the engine, another distinctive element was the stamped sheet metal frame, which, while simple, provided remarkable durability without compromising the lightweight design essential for urban transportation. The frame and engine became the winning aspects of the project: reliability, low fuel consumption, 75 kilometers per liter of gasoline, and solid performance, a top speed of over 50 kilometers per h in third gear, and a maximum climbable incline of 22%, made the Motom a practical and appreciated vehicle. Over the years, the engine underwent only minor modifications, such as overhead valve lubrication, significantly improving performance. The sporty models of the 1960s exceeded 75 kilometers per h, while maintaining exceptionally low fuel consumption. In 1948, following its success, the 12C version was launched. This maintained the quality of the Motom 48 but reduced the retail price to 140,000 lire thanks to more efficient production. By 1950, the price was further reduced, making the moped more accessible to a broader audience. In 1954, the introduction of the 12D model, featuring design and performance updates, marked a turning point. Production soared to approximately 60,000 units, establishing the Motom 48 as a mass-market product, capturing a significant share of the national market. The frame, initially composed of two symmetrical shells, was modified in 1951 with a vertical weld, while the engine remained unchanged until the 12E version in 1958. This introduced a more powerful engine and improved build quality, solidifying the Motom as a symbol of mass motorization in Italy. Sporty models like the 51 and 60S adopted eye-catching aesthetic features such as fairings, elongated saddles, and lowered handlebars. In the 60S, the gear shift was moved to the foot pegs, emphasizing its sporty character. Although the Motom brand is primarily associated with the 48cc moped, it also made a name for itself in the production of finely crafted motorcycles, such as the Delfino 150 and 160, the 100 Junior, and the powerful 98. These models perhaps deserve stories of their own. Despite its success, production began to decline in the late 1960s due to competition from more affordable automatic models. In 1971, production of the Motom 48 ceased, marking the end of a long era of achievements. Today, the Motom 48 is a cult object for collectors who admire its durability and reliability. Well-preserved or restored models can fetch considerable market value, and the often complex restorations testify to the passion for a moped that made history. We'll stop here for now, but the road of legends continues. Remember, Motom engine parts and spares for other vintage motorcycles can be found at thekingofficeton.com. The wheels keep turning, but the stories remain. Every bike tells a journey and unveils an era. See you at the next stop, always on two wheels with another piece of history to share.